Are you rolling? Are you rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Was that you're rolling?
Down the lonesome road before you travel on. Look up and meet your maker, for Gabriel blows his horn. Weary toting such a load, traveling down that lonesome road. Look down that lonesome road before you travel on. Weary toting such a load, traveling down that lonesome road. Look down that lonesome road before you travel on. Weary toting such a load, traveling down that lonesome road. Look down that lonesome road before you travel on. Look down that lonesome road before you travel on.
Maybe we should make a dream world today.
Ooh.
Like a combination of our dreams. I was gonna ask what you think most defining experiences have been for you. The idea of a creation myth for yourself, but in the sense that I don't know, experiences as creation myths as opposed to us being told things and us coming up with our own in the world today. And
Does it have to be fantastical then?
no, I don't know. I mean, this is what I want to talk to you about. I think that my most crazy story that I've been thinking a lot about is definitely not the only one. Was falling in love, because it the first time I really fell in love, because I've been thinking a lot about this. I feel like before that happened, I always still loved to read, but I loved to read and I loved to draw and invent my own worlds. Just get lost in it, didn't even realize I was doing it. That was where I existed, I think. And the rest of the world was outside, totally external, confusing, something I just didn't understand at all. Other people, sex, oh my god, okay, honestly, don't put this in there.
That's really interesting. Yeah, where do creation myths come from?
Were you the one who said the Big Bang is our creation myth, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes sense, but it's so fact. This is a fact. This is how the world works.
But is that what religion used to feel like?
I wonder. Or did people know on some level? I don't think it was Christianity. I think Christianity people always believed it. But
Was that Mount Olympus?
yeah, Mount Olympus, or
People
Native American
had to
myths.
know that Zeus was fake. It's goes along with all these other things that are possibly that in 100 or 1,000 years we're gonna think, wow, that was fact.
Right.
This is messed up. I can't believe people thought that one time there was nothing except for a particle or two black holes.
Yeah.
And then they just exploded.
Right.
Yeah, when people say that, everyone's like, oh, how smart, how intellectual. But you know what? It's just a bunch of bullshit. Things are messed up because evidence, fact is just
telling you.
mass belief.
Yeah, exactly. Science is just a big myth in a certain way. Not it's big bullshit, but it's a big myth, and that a myth is a way of looking at the world, and it's understanding yourself in it.
Yeah.
What more is science than that? It's just the easiest way to look at it, and there's been a lot of proof that that's true, but I don't know. No,
it's funny that
prove anything.
We keep changing our beliefs, why we're here.
Yeah.
Can I use this string? Are you gonna use this?
No, go for it.
Because we need to know. We really want to know, but we're not getting any. We're still really dumb.
Yeah, we're so dumb. We don't understand our own brains, really.
Mm-mm.
That's the next big frontier, I think.
We still don't understand anything we don't understand anything more than we used to.
It's just different than how it was.
I don't even think it's different. I think we're just pretending like it's different because we want to feel like we've gotten somewhere. But there is no forward motion.
You really think? No forward motion.
I kind of think so. Because my proof is when I go back and look at my diary and see that I've written the same shit for the past 21 years.
Interesting. But that's you as an individual, not humankind as a race.
But how... I'm saying I am humankind, but I kind of am humankind.
No, but really, are you saying that? Like one individual can represent the emotion of an entire species?
How can I say anything other than this is what I feel? Okay, when I paint, I think about making footprints and like making your own history for your own life, or like how you are creating what's happening. Like, history books are made by people, and paintings are a big way in which histories are made and remembered. I don't know. That's just something that I think about sometimes. That's really not why I paint. And the more that you paint, the more you express your existence in one place. Maybe like you're more alive when you die if you paint a ton.
I like that a lot. What you just said. I also think that like there's a lot of things being made that are bad for people, and that art and music can be really good for people, and that sometimes it is kind of like a very important struggle against those forces. Not always, but sometimes I think of it that way. Sometimes I feel better when I think of it that way. I like it.
I think, okay, one time I had a conversation with Alexis Graham in the beginning of this year, and he said how... We were talking about how scary it is when you make art, that it reveals, like, to reveal something about yourself and how you don't want to be that naked in front of people. And he said, the scariest thing isn't being shown, it's proving to everyone else that you actually are empty inside.
Right.
Like, art's supposed to represent how full we all are, kind of. Like, what if we actually are soulless? What is
the scariest to you about becoming an adult?
You mean being an adult?
Yeah. And what does that mean to you, and like what freaks you out?
Losing the magic. Losing. I think that, I don't know if this is true. As you get older, you definitely lose a lot of spirit or spunk or life. I think we just. I don't know if that's true. It really feels like that. Yeah, what is spirit? Is spirit just stupidity?
Well, I just want to feel like, what is it that, I don't know, that we have when we're young, or that we think we have when we're young, and think that you don't have when you get old?
Do we become robots as we get older? Like, things just, we experienced it so many times that we don't have to think. Did humans, like the human race grow up like a human does? Like, did humankind have a childhood? And where are we in the, and maybe we think about those earlier times as like our childhood, and like it was way more real because we didn't really know what was going on, and we're still trying. We were just kind of being amazed at the world.
Yeah.
How do you like this? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna paint you like a princess.
I think that one of the coolest things about this year for us, I talked to you about this, at its best, is that we get to totally invent, and about being an artist, I guess, if you're doing it, is you get to just totally invent the world. You get to be God. Yeah. And you get to live in it.